Now, you may have been celebrating the recent heatwave. I know not everybody liked it, but many gardeners especially have been cursing it. Yet the West Country's biggest flower show is boosting record entries. The Taunton Flower Show opened its gates this morning. Around 15,000 people will walk through them over the next 2 days. Our Somerset correspondent Clinton Rodders was among the first, and he's still there now. Clinton. Why?
As day one of the show, what do you mean why? As day one of the show draws to a close, the second Rossendale Scout Band playing for us as the evening's proceedings draw to a close. Now, as you say, I have been here all day, and one of the things I've learned is there's no such thing as the right weather for gardeners. It's either too wet or too dry, but you know, you'd never know it judging by the quality of the exhibits that I've been seeing in these huge marquees. Bad weather? What bad weather? Now this is the bit the public don't get to see, where the decisions are made, who's won and who's lost. Gardeners are nothing if not resilient. A record 500 exhibitors here prove that point. But it has been a battle this year, especially for the flower growers, just too dry. Dahlia entries, for instance, lower than they've ever been.
Not good for all the plants. All I hope is that they've still got smiles on their faces when they come into this marquee, and that we judges don't have to be, a hasty retreat, that we've done our job right, because you'll never please every gardener, I'm afraid.
Not for nothing do they call this the Chelsea of the West. For one thing, it's the biggest in the region. You know, I'm feeling rather comfortable here. There is a real pride attached to Taunton Flower Show, and that's a pride linked to history, because they say they are the oldest, longest running flower show in the country. This show has been running since 1831. Anne Lehman has researched its history. She says it is almost the oldest in the world.
The Guinness Book of Records tell us that we are the second oldest, longest running flower show in the world. Philadelphia have picked us to the post by 2 years.
In total, nearly 2,000 individual entries to be judged, from the amateurs to the professional growers and garden designers. And just in case all this hot weather makes you yearn for what was, well, how about this? You get the feeling the snowman will arrive at any time. Doesn't this look spectacular? No, not this, that. They're still counting the crowd numbers, and it's bordering on record, around about 15,000, I'm told, for day one. Adrian Price-Sankey, one of the organisers. You must be thrilled.
I'm absolutely overwhelmed. It's the first day of a 2-day show, and if these numbers turn out again tomorrow, we could be in for a modern record.
Why are you surviving when others aren't? Because some of the shows have closed down.
We rely on an army of volunteers, people who are passionate about this event. If they went home tomorrow, we'd have to shut the gates.
Shut the gates? We hope that doesn't happen, yes. Adrian. So back here tomorrow. The show opens at what time?
10 o'clock tomorrow.
10 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't be here, see it on Points West.
Well, you could be there all day tomorrow as well, Clinton. Thank you very much indeed. Bring me back some nice veg, will you?